We've got the 49ers in town.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Niners offense making their way out, and they are led by the 3rd overall pick back in this year's draft out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Lance now on 1st down. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lance with a tap forward on a jet sweep. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards to pick up there. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing now is Lance. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Lance going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. For the first time, the Jacksonville Jaguars set to go here on offense, led out by the new face of the franchise, the #1 overall pick, of course, from this year's draft. It's Trevor Lawrence out of Clemson.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 for him.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Lawrence will throw. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet, what am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers, so that's not always real, and sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out, and this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Lance. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Lance going to try and throw on third down here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Rookie Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguar offense ready to take over. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Open man, there's Tim Tebow.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Here's Lawrence.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On third down, Lawrence.
That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
13 yards remaining on second down.
They run. Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And they'll try and set up the screen to Etienne.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lance. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Lance. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. That catch good for only a couple. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
From the 39, Lawrence. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Lawrence, and this one into the hands of DJ Shark, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. From the 44, Lance. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. That's a touchdown. touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jaguars getting set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively.
And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance class.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Rookie Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguar offense ready to take over. On 1st down, Lawrence.
Caught on the right side by Jones. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And Shark hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 30 on second down, Lawrence. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Lawrence going to throw again.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back.
And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. They'll run here with Robinson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On the run, it's Robinson.
And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack and to stop him short of the first.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here.
And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front. Changes the complexion of everything you're doing. It's one thing to score on garbage time, but these count. This is a big deal, and he's making those types of plays. And I think they'll keep finding ways to get it to him.
I was just going to say probably going to go back to him.
And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Lance, a give now to Sermon.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Rookie Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguar offense ready to take over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Lawrence will throw.
And this is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Dorsett making the catch.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Lambeau is good. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here.
And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 2nd and very short,
Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And he goes out right around the 39.
Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. Sermon now on 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend. So lots.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Broken tackle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
And defensively, you're going to have some guys with hands on hips looking to the heavens right now. You've got a fairly clean shot at the quarterback here, but he's able to worm his way out of that initial contact. And not only that, he's able to hot-foot it downfield for good yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence.